Hello, hello, and welcome back to Burrows. We finally caught up with Chug at the arcade, gonna try to get their relationship back on track, hopefully, who knows. I squeeze in between the other arcade goers and get to where Chug's playing. He seems to be controlling both the characters on screen, switching between two sets of buttons effortlessly. Shit, you're really good.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Wait, dude?
No, excuse me. He does a double take, and I hear his character take damage. Sorry.
Nah, it's fine. Just a game.
He steps away from it, and a couple of kids who were watching him play boo in disappointment. His character gets obliterated and the word continue flashes on the screen.
You're more important.
Is that why you ditched me? Gabe.
You don't.
He sighs, folds his arms, and looks away.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
Maybe I could, if you told me what's wrong. He rolls his eyes and punches his head, albeit with less force than last time.
Forget it. I'm just being a dumbass. I ran because I got pissed off, and I guess I didn't want you to see me like that.
It's fine, I get it.
I'm supposed to be the fun guy, you know. I want to be that person for you.
No.
No, I need to be.
And all you need to be is yourself around me, and then I'll be happy. Sound fair? He twiddles his thumbs, nodding like a scolded child.
I don't think you know what you're getting into. But I'll try. For you.
Thanks, Gabe. Come on, let's... Suddenly, some shouting erupts from behind us. I recognize the shrill voice from yesterday.
And I already told you that your entire, your posse was banned. That includes you, and whatever trash you drag in, bitch. Fuck.
I knew this would happen. We rush over to the source of the noise and see a crowd forming around Talia's machine. Derek leans over her, menacingly. He grips the cabinet so hard his knuckles are turning white. Oh, I guess that would be impressive. There's no way he'd actually assault her, right? Yell all you want. You're not gonna stop me from...
Don't.
Getting...
Holy shit, she's doing it!
This? She's incredible. High score. Booyah.
Fuck!
Everyone around us cheers as she enters Tal into the scoreboards.
No. That does it. That was the final straw, loser.
She turns around, swatting his face with her hair, somewhat intentionally. Pretty sure I'm looking at the biggest loser here, Dick.
Well, right. You got your win, Tal. Let's bounce before.
The lizard blocks us with his arms stretched out, baring his teeth.
No. And this is not over yet.
A Chug pushes past me, getting in between us. I can hear Derek gulp.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Fight us in front of these kids?
Fight? Doubt it. He just made manager. He's not gonna risk it.
Fucking... Dude, we wouldn't act like this way if you just left us the hell alone. All we want to do is play games, just like everyone else. Fine. Let's make a deal then.
I'm listening. He adjusts his composure, fixing his collar and smiling greedily.
I'll give you chumps a lifetime free pass to the arcade, including the other two, and lift my ban. If you, complete this dare. Dare? What are we, 7? Oh, this isn't child's play. I dare you and your cohorts.
He points at me as well.
To last an hour in the spook house.
Everyone around us gasps. What? Is he joking? I chuckle and look up at Chug. He's shaking. Chug?
Stop looking around. That's not funny. Oh, is the big bad shark afraid of ghosts? Shut up! So there really isn't anything between those legs, huh?
That's enough. We don't have to Okay, I'll do it. Chug shifts his angry gaze to her.
Talia, come on.
I want this petty bullshit over and done with. I miss coming here with everyone.
But...
She rolls her eyes and pushes past the crowds towards the door. Stop being such a bitch and do this for the group. I have to go home and study for that final, so you guys will have to tell Felix and Caesar. As she snaps at Derek, who seems taken aback by her readiness to accept this challenge. Lizard. Give me a time for tomorrow.
3:30.
Cool. Leaves us time for band practice tomorrow. She looks back at us. Your place, yeah? It takes Chug a few seconds before his shock wears off.
Yeah, of course.
With a nod, she's out the door. The crowd disperses, and I follow Chug back outside. We walk in silence back to Felix's house. I'm not even sure what to say. Talia sure acts differently when her reputation is on the line. That is what that word says. Okay. Eventually, we arrive at the familiar fence and open the gate to the backyard. I smell something strangely nostalgic wafting my way and notice an absent party member sitting at the table on the patio. Hey guys, you're not fighting? Caesar takes a drag from a skinny cigarette and laughs slowly, blowing the smoke out of his nose.
Oh, it's you losers. Life's too long to hold grudges. Felix can be cool in his own way.
I can be cool. They both crack up, and I look to Chug to fill me in.
Oh, yeah. This happens like every other session. Our party's been killed by lightning at least 10 times now.
Guess death in this game isn't as permanent as I thought. Just glad to see you two getting along. The turt can indeed lay on the hurt. I can admit I went a tad overboard earlier.
Dude, he is at least trying.
I'm sorry that had to be your first game. I mean it. It's okay. Despite the sudden ending, it was actually pretty fun. I'd love to join you guys again.
Whoa, a new static.
Hey, where's Talia? And didn't she leave with you guys? Chug clears his throat, and I remember why we came in the first place. So a lot of stuff happened. I give them an abridged rundown of what happened at the arcade. Minus my lack of gaming prowess. Oh, I forgot that's what his, surprised face looks like. It's cute.
So, what are we gonna do? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? This is bad, dude.
We're going. Talia has the right idea. I'm tired of Derek, thinking he's untouchable. Yeah, but what about his brother? He's in a gang.
Exactly why we should just stay clear of.
Caesar sucks his teeth. Yeah, and shoots up, slamming a fist on the table.
You really believe that bullshit? Why are we acting like a bunch of kids? We got handed an opportunity to both clear our names and gain some reputation around here. There's no reason not to go. Do you realize that this is the push we could need to secure that spot at Battle of the Bands next month? Come on, man!
Chug digs his heels into the grass, rubbing his arms as if he were chilly. Oh, please, and don't tell me you actually believe in ghosts, Chug.
It's not.
He rolls his eyes and kicks up the ground like a child.
It just feels disrespectful. If the spirits of people who died in that house were still there, I don't want to trespass. For the love of...
He gets in Chug's face, pressing a pointed finger into his chest.
This is why no one respects you, Chug. This is why we don't see you as our party leader, or the leader of this friend group. All you're thinking about is what would benefit you, instead of all of us.
Yeah, considering you're the reason Derek even started targeting us in the first place.
Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't do anything. He just decided he didn't like me. Sure. Nothing's ever your fault, right? Save it.
Hey, back off. That's enough, Caesar. He shrugs and pulls away, sitting back down next to Felix.
I am serious. I don't know.
He looks to me, hoping I'll come to his defense.
You're with me, right?
Chug,
Don't tell me you actually agree with this bogus plan.
I think about that fire in Talia's eyes when she got that high score, how determined she was to prove herself to everyone. It sounds like it matters a lot to everyone that you get Starbits back, and if this will do it, Derek's basically handing you a win.
Dude.
See, the new guy gets it.
So it's just me.
Caesar and Felix stay silent. I'm sorry, but it's just some old building. It can't hurt us.
That isn't.
We get cut off by a honk of a horn. I look at the hedges and see his dad's car parked right where he dropped us off this morning.
That's your dad. Did you ask him if tomorrow was good for our practice sesh? Yes.
Stellar. Wait, yeah.
See ya.
I guess I'll meet you guys at the house, then. Anyway, get the hell out of my yard, homos. They high-five and laugh as we walk away. I tell them to get bent and lead Chug out of the doorway, right by the hand. Whatever, let's go home. He's distant, but I understand. I know eventually we disagree on something. Things can't be perfect forever. Oh, he made like, he's surprised. Like, oh no, my son. He's mad about something. The car ride home is silent, the setting sun matching the somber mood. I don't feel that urge to nap like earlier, and Gabriel just stares out the window the entire time. I thought I'd feel bad seeing him like this, but he didn't put up much of a fight earlier. Gabriel, Chug, Dude, Gray, this whole thing is so childish. He can't expect his friends to suddenly take him seriously when he's a pushover all the time, right? Okay. Didn't anyone teach him that kindness is a weakness? Yeah, facts. That's, that there's no reward for altruism or good intentions in this world. I always have the worst outlook on everything. Damn it. I got caught up in what everyone else was saying. We should have debated it more. Maybe I'm just as bad as Gabe is in that department, letting everyone just push me around. Before I can explore that thought any longer, we arrive back at the house. We're dropped off and wait for his dad to go inside before repeating the same trick from last night and sneaking in. He brings dinner to his room, handing me an extra plate. I pick at it, my stomach in knots. When we're done, he robotically takes our plates downstairs. I can hear the voices of his family through the walls. They sound happy. I can barely hear his voice over theirs. He comes back upstairs and plops on the bed, giving me a nod to signal that everyone is asleep. What is thing? Yeah, cool. Oh god. What? Why is it like, wait, oh, okay, this is a brief history of the Suarez house. Locals of SoCal may have a general knowledge of the historic relationship between immigrant workers from Mexico and agriculture. But the gory details are often overlooked. I believe this is represented no better than by the history of the SARS house, colloquially known as the Spook House or Murder Mansion, was a tenement built by whatever company to house the many immigrant workers they employed. First raised in 1935, its 2 stories were packed to wall with workers and their families. More often than not, here illegally and woefully underpaid. The conditions were deplorable, with the children of multiple families having to share a single bed, while the elderly slept on the floor. Apart from shouldn't that be reversed? I don't know. Apart from the back-breaking physical labor endured daily, they were often harassed by security, even being whipped while on the work line. Their children were sent to work as young as 15 and often performed more dangerous tasks than the adults, being seen as more expendable given their families' large sizes. By modern standards, this would be considered slave labor. The tragedy began in the usually cold winter of 1947. While most homes in SoCal weren't insulated, the conditions of the Spook House were beyond suitable. I just can't say this word. It's Suarez? For the cold weather. There were gaps in the wooden walls where harsh wind could blow through the glassless windows, were covered by tattered curtains. The tenants' repeated calls for repairs were denied, and they were forbidden from using company equipment to fix it themselves. Freezing and exhausted, they instead tried to fill the gaps with anything they could, from clothes and dirt to excrement from infants. But by the end of January, almost all 251 workers died from exposure or related illnesses. So what can we take away from the tragic case of the Suarez house? Why do we only look upon American history with rose-tinted glasses? I think it would be worth including the darker aspects of the country's beginnings in the public school curriculums. That way, we can never repeat the mistakes, or ensure that we do. That's fine. Oh god. We'll do it this way. Have we figured out how to exit that menu? I haven't yet. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I take off the scratchy modern clothes and slip into my pants while Gabe grabs his guitar, plucking away aimlessly. He's hardly said a word since we got back. Did I fuck up? Maybe some space would help, but we're stuck together for the time being. Instead, I sit on the floor, taking time to fold my new clothes and pants away. They've been plucking the same. He's been plucking the same string for a few minutes now. This silent treatment is starting to get to me. I can't take it anymore. Hey, Gabe? He plays a few more notes before replying in a hoarse voice.
Yeah.
You alright? Can I come sit with you?
Do whatever you want, dude.
It sounds like he was about to say something else, but stopped himself. He shifts to one side of the bed, and I sit on the edge. I tap my fingers against my thighs, and not sure where to go from here. Today was a mixed bag, huh? You don't have to lie to make me feel better. I know you.
Oh, you don't have to lie to make me feel better. I know you had fun.
I breathe out through my nose and lay down next to him. Yeah, I did. I didn't think I would. I'm sorry you didn't.
It was fine. The usual, I guess.
Now you're the one who's lying. He sighs and rolls over to face me, laying his guitar on the floor. Just tell me what the issue is. I'm all ears.
Great. I really, really like you. You've been nice to me so far. I felt like we connected. That you got me. You saw how my friends treat me. So, why didn't you defend me back there?
Back where?
Oh, I don't know. When everyone said I was trash during D&D. When I said I didn't want to go to the stupid spook house.
Oh, here, let me turn up the music a bit. Let's get copyright claimed.
I thought you had my back, but you turned on me just like everyone else always does.
His voice is trembling. I can tell he's on the verge of tears again. I need to tell him how I feel. No more ambiguity. Faku desu. Faku desu. Don't look at those dates. You need to stand up for yourself. There's an even bigger issue to address here. Gabriel, I care about you, but you have to learn to stand up for yourself. He stops mid-cry and looks at me, mouth hanging open in confusion.
What?
I'm sorry that you felt like we were ganging up on you. That much I can acknowledge. I promise you that the last thing I want to do is to make you feel bullied. But you have more power than you realize. You don't always have to do what people tell you. I sit cross-legged and he just stares at me. His expression, one of betrayal.
How can you even say that? I did tell them how I felt. Talia told me to suck it up. Caesar and Felix told me my feelings don't matter, and you agreed with them.
I agreed because the others made good arguments for going to that house. When they didn't immediately side with you, you just gave up. Folding like that isn't going to convince anyone, especially not assholes like Caesar. He scoffs and looks around before shaking my words off.
I can't believe I'm hearing this from you. I thought we understood each other.
I'm telling you this because I understand you. I've tried your method. It doesn't work.
What are you even? Would you even? No. Just let me.
He takes a deep breath and centers himself before continuing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me hear you out, dude.
Thank you. I take a moment to shake off the bad feelings that came up when I talk about him to new people. I was in a bad relationship. There was a lot of abuse. Most of it I didn't even know was abuse until I could look back on it with fresh perspective. More than just hitting. I felt manipulated into doing whatever he wanted because I never fought back.
Jesus,
It's okay, but your friends are nowhere as bad as him. That's why I feel my own voice trembling now. That's why I can't help. I can't let you act like a victim. You can fight. If you don't want to go tomorrow, then don't. If everyone gangs up on you, I have your back. Promise. Another promise.
Okay, I trust you, dude. You're right, I am strong. I just forgot because I don't want to be that guy anymore.
Anymore? If you don't have your own back, who will? His eyelids lower and he nods, as if in a trance.
I've, heard that one before. But, I know you're right.
He yawns and lays down, and guess the day is finally wearing on him. I follow suit, scooting closer to him in an attempt to test the waters.
I could use a hug, dude. I'm not mad at you. Promise.
I don't think I've ever said no to a hug. Come here, big guy. He pulls me close, and I shiver as our different textures brush together.
Even if today was shit, I still get to end it with you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I swear, sometimes he reminds me so much of... No, it's just my brain making weird connections. I give up trying to count the minutes as we lay there, enjoying each other's touch. At some point, he takes off his shirt.
Sorry, it's kinda hot in here.
It's fine, I don't mind. I kick off my pants, knowing full well I don't have any underwear on. He shrugs, tucking his tattered underwear off and flicking them away with his tail.
It's only fair.
Despite his reasoning for it, it doesn't feel sexually motivated. The lights are still on, and it feels like we're just sort of exploring each other. Even though I've seen him naked a few times now, I'm always enamored with his body. I wish he lived on his own, so we could spend a whole day together like this. Cooking, cleaning, just hanging out, totally nude. Maybe not cooking, that's just dangerous. I pause to admire his curves, his muscles. I notice how sharp and skillful the tattoos on his face are. A benefit of having bare skin instead of fur. Cautiously, I reach up to rub his cheek. He flinches at my touch before relaxing and leaning into my hand. Are these real?
Yeah, they are. Hurt like a bitch, but we, all got him.
I assume by we he means sharks. Why would anyone go to such lengths? His dad had one too, and I assume his mom at least got her eyebrows done. Is it just a fit? And is it just a fit in among mammals? I'm reminded of Et before he got his ears and tail docked. Everyone has their reasons, I suppose.
I know it's weird. Sorry.
Don't apologize for it. It suits you.
You guys, please don't bring up my dad when we're naked.
Sorry. No, he clearly got his good looks from his poppy, but I'm keeping those thoughts to myself. I trace a finger down the length of his stomach, and I feel the texture gets rough as it runs over his stretch marks. One of skin's downsides. Sorry, does it hurt?
Nah.
He lifts up his belly so I can see them better, and they run down the length of his sides to his hips. Some faint, while others are raised like scars.
I started using cocoa butter on him. Heard it helps.
You've had them you've had them a long time? He nods.
Bet
I have a few myself. If I ever got shaved, I'm in for a shock. Gabe giggles nervously, rolling onto his stomach.
I really hate this body sometimes.
I think it's cozy, but I won't tell you how to feel about it.
I can feel everyone staring in swim class every time someone giggles or the sounds of my thighs make us slapping together.
My thighs make slap. Okay.
I hate it.
People who can't appreciate a little body fat have no taste whatsoever. I run my hand down the smooth transition from his love handle to his hips, then thighs, rubbing in a circle. Back in the old days, it was the plump women who were considered objects of beauty. Now it's about being thin. My fingers move down the slope of his thighs, stopping on his labial? Okay, fin. Okay, I stroke the inner curve of its smooth design. Someone will always be into what you're offering.
We're still talking about stomach marks, right? Anyway, I just hate that they're always on display. I'm a little jealous of dudes with fur. Nobody knows if you're having a bad skin day.
It's not all sunshine and roses, Shark Boy. He nods, running his big hand down my spine, stopping just short of my scars.
Yeah. These tend to stand out more.
I nod into the pillow. I can feel him hesitating. How do you get them?
No, wait, how do you get them? You don't have to talk about it, it's okay.
It's not a fun story. He taps on my back curiously.
Can I?
Just be gentle. There's some nerve damage. I embrace him as he gently moves the pad of his fingers around the raised perimeter of my scars. The sensation would be somewhat pleasant if it didn't also tickle my brain.
It's so smooth, like your little fingers.
He stops and lays his hand against the base of my tail. I sigh in relief, the overstimulation dissipating.
Weird shape, so, what went down?
I had a friend named Sam. He committed suicide when I was 13. I'm
so sorry.
You're fine. When it happened, well, nobody who knew him saw it coming. We all dealt with it in different ways. My way of dealing ended at the bottom of a flask. I would sneak into the garden shed a few times a day and drink myself silly. It didn't matter if it was top shelf or moonshine. Whatever I could get my hands on. I blame myself for the whole thing, so if I ended up destroying myself with my coping methods, I figured it'd be karma. One day, I was deep into a bottle of gin. I couldn't even feel my face anymore. I heard some workers outside talking about needing something from the shed. I panicked and stumbled around, trying to find somewhere to hide. My father would have completely lost it if he found out his precious golden child was wasting his life away with hooch? Okay, so blasted. He couldn't even see straight. I tried to hide so that I'd be behind the door when they opened it, though I could simply slip out without anyone noticing. Stupid, right? When the door swung open, it knocked me right into the wall where all the farming tools were kept. One of them was really sharp. Gabe tensed up, and I rubbed the back of his neck gently, pressing my forehead to his. The doctors say it just messed up my spine. It's a miracle I can even walk. It just missed my spine, okay.
But it healed, right?
I roll over on my stomach so he can see it better. Last time I checked, it wasn't pretty gnarly, but Gabe seems to be taking it well. Somewhat, but I have to be careful. It's very sensitive.
Huh, alright.
He seems more interested in massaging the small grooves over above my ass where my tail connects. That feels good.
Yeah, I like your tail, like, it's, like, fun to pull on.
He cups a hand underneath and gives it a little tug. I playfully nibble at his tail fin, rubbing its white underside with a free hand. I like yours too. It's sturdy. We giggle, and I flip over. My half chub pokes into Gabe's belly, but he doesn't seem to notice. He could be horny too, for all I know. We go back to cuddling, enjoying the sensation from our different textures clashing. Yeah, just a timeline thing. Oh, right. Do I just scroll and it will go away? Cool. Please, okay. After a while, I hear the big guy yawn. I can barely crack my eyes open myself.
I'm getting a little sleepy.
How about you? He's already reaching for the guitar, playfully swatting me with his tail.
I'm gonna stay up and practice for a bit. We have a lot of songs to go over tomorrow.
Oh, right. I'll finally get to hear Gabriel playing with everyone. Let's hope they're actually good. I don't doubt his skill, but everyone else is up in the air. If it's alright with you, can I sleep in the jungle room again? I'm really tired. He looks disappointed but nods, setting the guitar down.
I get it, no worries. Just wear some pants in case somebody sees you in the hallway.
Fair enough. I slip back into my slacks and grab the doorknob. Something is keeping me from turning it.
Dude.
I rush back and kiss him on the lips. His muffled protest melts into a moan as he leans into me. Our lips separate with a pop, and I rustle his hair. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I stumble over my words.
Love you too, Gray. Sleep well.
Love, did he? So he's feeling it too. Thank God. One less thing to worry about. I exit and get comfy in the jungle room, this time opting for the regular bed instead of the hammock. Unlike last night, the feeling of sleep overtakes me immediately, my eyes struggling to stay open, and I start to drift off. Sleeping alone isn't so bad when I know he's still here. Okay. I will make a save. We will make save. Don't look at those dates. Oh, what's this? I mean, this video is running long, so I at this point I don't really care how long it is. Oh, what is this? Wait, I didn't even read the title. Transfer notice, new position. I can't read this. Hello. Has come to our understanding that you have recently been transferred to the hoped that you enjoyed your time in your former position, regardless of that lead to your transfer. In this folder, we will ask you to fill out the forms below with your information, credentials, and please refer to the forms from your old position and make sure the information is correct. You have been selected because of your proficiency, spent in the yourself as highly valuable asset to the Buren, and the whatever your involvement trust, I don't know, with the activity personal. I don't know. It's all a thing. It is all a thing. But that's okay. Oh, I do like this build. I like this build a lot. It's kind of nice to have like a character with less going on. I know I complained about that a few parts ago, but it is a fun contrast. It's like, hey, you just get to hang out with Gabe, and it is more about like intimate relationship issues, I guess. While Mark is like, well, you know, Mark, and Ken is like, well, you know, Ken. But so who knows? Who knows? I'm excited. Do we know what the next build is? Do we know who it is? I assume we have to start this lad at some point. Hero? Yeah. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you around.